Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it may be for you. I wouldn't know. I can't look at your eyeballs while your eyeballs are looking at the screen watching the video. That's just not in my power yet. But so, we all know Dhar Mann, that guy who makes those YouTube videos with those basic themes like be nice to your neighbor, don't be racist, uh, do good in school, stuff like that. They generated like a bazillion views, which sparked a whole genre of blank does bad thing and lives to regret it type videos. Those things that he that you always see on like TikTok, or you see Critical or Pyro react to him. Well, turns out that Mr. Darman hasn't really been following, practicing what he preaches as of late. Um, some of his actors have come out in protest of Darman, and have even gone onto like social media to basically explain why they're going on protest. And the reason is that most of the actors who work for Darman do not get paid enough to afford rent.
Essentially, as an actor at Dhar Mann Studios, I am just a contract player. I have no employment there. I am just sort of called every now and then, as are all the other actors. And it just is not sustainable. And there are a lot of issues at hand here, but one of the main issues is that not a single actor that works at Dhar Mann Studios can afford rent.
Which I think is insane, especially since the actors in the videos aren't just the one trick pony. They get called for multiple roles. Like, they're not official employees, they're just on call. So when they're on call, they're not just this one character, they do all these different characters. So with each video being posted to these multiple platforms and generating a whole load of doubloons, I'd say the protesters are acting in the right.
There's a culture at the studio of if you talk, you're out. So we decided to come together as a group and talk collectively with our boss, Dhar Mann. We sent a letter to him, a hard copy and an email. The email was CC'd to the head of production as well, so that we made sure that Dhar got it, but it was addressed to Dhar. It was delivered to Dhar. That letter was forwarded to the HR department, which we are not employees of Dhar Mann Studios. We are contract players. So exactly what we have to do with HR, we're not entirely sure, but it was forwarded over there. We were contacted, said we could have a meeting to discuss our issues. That meeting was pushed several times, changed on us. When we finally got to the meeting, we had reiterated that we wanted it to be with Dhar. Dhar was not there. And we said, well, we are not going to have the meeting until Dhar is here. You guys can be here, the head of production, the head of HR. That's great. We'd love for you to be there too, so everybody's on the same page. But our meeting is with our boss, the person who signs our contracts, Dhar Mann. Thank you very much. Please get back to us with a time for the next meeting by next Tuesday. Just a time for the meeting, not necessarily the next meeting, but by Tuesday. We said this in person. We reiterated it a few minutes later via an email. We checked back in following a couple days, reiterating again, we would like to speak specifically with Dhar. This is what the meeting is about. This is our boss. This is who we want to talk to. End of the week comes and goes. We learned Saturday there will not be a meeting.
Dhar Mann would just have his head of HR, or like all these people who are high up but still lower than him, like, go through the meeting. But the actors were persistent. We're like, no, we're not going to do it until Dhar is here. So he kept pushing the meeting back to just being like SpongeBob when he was at the chum bucket.
Nah, I don't really feel like it.
Sorry for like the long just letting him talk on the thing. Well, it is his issue. He can explain it better than I can. But it goes to show that even though they're having these issues with pay and things of that nature, they still did everything they could to try getting in direct contact with him. It just seems he was just blowing it off, like he just didn't care. Just a quick little video for the Dhar Mann thing. But with that all being said, remember to drink your milk, eat your gluten, make sure you get 100% disability if you're in the military. If you're not, that doesn't apply to you. But if you know, if you're minty, you can't really eat your gluten or drink your milk. So, but do make sure you have at least one bowl of pasta a year. Pasta's just good. But I hope the rest of your day, night, whatever goes well. And I will see y'all in the next video. What up?